Good day, Tobalites, and welcome to Real. Relax, enjoy, and learn mathematics. I am Sir Enrique C. Solis Jr., and I'm going to be your Real teacher for Quarter 2, Volume 1. To proceed, let us first have the objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to multiply whole numbers with and without regrouping. Divide whole numbers with and without remainder. And last, solve simple word problems involving multiplication and division. To continue, let us have the tips on how to improve your numeracy skills. First is to remember the basic concepts. Second, do the self-study. Third, practice daily. And the last one, apply math to real-world problems. Now let's have the multiplication without and with regrouping. But before that, let us have first the mathematics vocabulary. The first term is multiplication. It is an operation that represents the basic idea of repeated addition of the same number. Next is factors. These are the numbers that multiply to get the product. Third is product. It is the answer in multiplication. And the last one is times. It is the symbol for multiplication. Now let's have the keywords in multiplication. These are the words that will signal you to use multiplication as an operation, especially in problem solving. We have the cube, area, double, each, groups, per, rows, squared, times, triple, product, quadruple, multiplied by, factor, equal groups, as much, by, and last, every. So remember these words, especially when you are dealing with word problems. Now let's proceed with parts of multiplication sentence. If we have 8 times 9 is equal to 72, 8 is our multiplicand, 9 is our multiplier, and together they are called factors. 72 is our product or the answer when you multiplied 8 by 9. And also, we have the multiplication symbol and the equal sign. Now let's proceed with multiplication without regrouping. Multiplication without regrouping is when the digits multiplied has a product that is 9 or less. Example, you are asked to multiply 1,223 and 32. So the first step you are going to do is to arrange the numbers in columns according to their place value, such as ones, tens, hundreds, and so on, depending on the number of the digits of the given numbers. Further understand, look at the table. Since our highest number is thousands, so we have thousands place value, hundreds place value, tens place value, and ones place value. So we are going to write the 3 from 1,223 at the ones digit, the 2 at the tens digit, the third digit is on the hundreds digit, and the last digit is on the thousands digit. Next is the 32. You are going to write 2 at the ones digit and 3 at the tens digit. The next step that we are going to do is to start multiplying from right to left. Multiply first the ones digit of the multiplier, which is 2, to the digits of the multiplicand, or 1,223. So this is the 2. So multiply 2 by 3. So since we are multiplying the ones digit, you are going to write the product under the columns of ones. Then 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 again is 4, and then 2 times 1 is 2. After multiplying the ones digit, you will get the first partial product, which is 2,446. We call it again as partial product. Next, after multiplying the ones digit, you are going to multiply the tens digit of the multiplier, which is 3. So all the digits of the multiplicand of 1,223. To further understand, let us look at the table. Okay, so since we are multiplying the tens, we are not multiplying 3. We are multiplying 30. So that's why we are going to multiply 1,223 by 30, since this is the tens digit. So multiply 3 by 3, you are going to write the product under the column of the tens digit. So you are going to have 9. Write 9 as the product of 3 times 3 under the tens place value. Next is 3 times 2, which is 6, right at the tens, or hundreds rather, hundreds place value. The next 3 times 2 to the thousands place value, and last is 3 times 1, write it under the column of 10,000 place value. So we have the second partial product, which is 3,669, but it is actually 36,690 since we are multiplying 30 by 1,223. So we can write 0 here so that you will not misconcept the multiplication. Next, add the partial products. Start from right to left. So we are going to add 2,446 and 36,690. So to further understand, look at the table. So we will going to add 2,446 plus 36,690. So bring down 6. 4 plus 9 is 13. We are going to regroup 1 on the top of 4. And then 1 plus 4 plus 6 is 11. Again, we are going to write the ones digit 1 and regroup the tens digit 1 on the top of 2. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 6, we have 9. And then, since we don't have a digit on the top of 3, we simply bring down 9. So, our product for 1,223 times 32 is 39,136. Do you get it, class? Okay, very good. Now, let's move on to the multiplication with regrouping. We will use regrouping in multiplication when the product of two digits in the place value column is greater than 9. Example, find the product of 467 and 59. So first step again, arrange the numbers in columns according to their place value. So we have this. So 469, write 4 under the hundreds column, 6 at the under the tens column, and 7 at ones column. For the multiplier, write 5 on the tens column and 9 on the ones column. And for our next step, start multiplying from right to left. We are going to multiply first the 9 to all the digits of the multiplicand, which is 467. Further understand, look at the table. So we are going to multiply 9. So 9 times 7 is 63. Write the ones digit, which is 3, and regroup the digit 6, tens digit 6. We are going to add the regroup digit to the product of 9 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54, plus 6, we have 60. Write again the ones digit 0 and regroup the tens digit 6. Next is 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 6, we have 42. So we are going to write 42 directly since we don't have any digits to regroup at. Okay, next. After multiplying the ones digit, you will get the first partial product. Then we are going to multiply the tens digit of the multiplier, which is 5, to all the digits of the multiplicand, or 467. So since we are multiplying the tens digit of our multiplier, we will write the product under the tens column when we multiplied the digits. We will start writing the partial product at the tens column. So 5 times 7 is 35. Write the ones digit 5 and regroup the tens digit 3 on the tens digit column. Next, 5 times 6 is 30 plus 3. We will add the regroup digit. So we have 33. Write 3 and then regroup 3. Next is 5 times 4, we have 20, plus 3, we have 23. So we will write directly 23 since we don't have any more digits to regroup at. So after getting the second partial product, we will now proceed with adding the partial products. Again, for the second partial product, it is not 2,335, but rather it is 23,350. That's why when we add the partial products, we will get, so bring down 3, 0 plus 5 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, and 4 plus 3 is 7, and then bring down 2. So that's why we will get 27,553. So again, when we multiplied 467 by 59, we will get 27,553. Do you get it, class? Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed with words problem involving multiplication. So, for our problem, Mang Lito is working as utility in San Cristobal Integrated High School. He is earning 182 pesos per day. He worked for 27 days. How much did he earn for 27 days? So, in solving word problems, we must first find what is asked. So, the ask in the problem is the amount of money Mang Lito earned in 27 days. Next is the given. We have the 182 pesos and the 27 days. Next is the operation to be used is multiplication. And for our step 1, we are going to write 182 times 27 vertically. So we have 182 times 27. So next, start multiplying from right to left. Ones digit first. 7 times 2 is 14. Regroup 1. 7 times 8 is 56. Plus 1 is 57. Write 7. Regroup 5. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 5, we have 12. Next is the tens digit. 2 times 2 is 4. Write the product under the tens column. Next is 2 times 8, we have 16. So write 6, regroup 1. The next 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, we have 3. So we have the two partial products. Now we are going to add the two partial products. So bring down 4, and then 7 plus 4 is 11, regroup 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 6, we have 9. And then 1 plus 3, we have 4. So when we multiplied 182 by 27, we will get 4,940. And the last part of word problem involving multiplication is to write the labeled answer. So the labeled answer is Mang Lito earned 4,914 pesos for 27 days of work. Do you get it? Now let's proceed with division without and with remainder. Before we proceed, let us have division without remainder. When we say division without remainder, it means that the quotient when you divide two numbers is a whole number. So, before we proceed with the example, let us have first the mathematics vocabulary. So, the first word is division. Division is the process of splitting or breaking a number into equal parts or groups. Next is divisor. Divisor tells us into how many groups we are sharing the amount or a number. Next is the quotient. It is the answer in division. Next is the dividend, or it is the total amount or number being shared. And the last one is divide. It is the symbol for multiplication. Next, let's have the keywords in division. So these are the words that will signal you if you are going to use division as the operation. So take note of these words, especially when you are dealing with word problems. So we have divide, split, each, cut, equal, pieces, quotient, third, quarter, half, shared, ratio, out of, every, average, percent, remainder, parts, or same. Now let's proceed with the parts of division. So we have the horizontal division. So we have 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. 8 is the dividend or the number being shared. And 4 is our divisor or the number of groups. And 2 is our quotient or the answer when you divide 8 by 4. And also, we have the division symbol and the equal sign or equality symbol. And also, we can write division in long division or vertical division. So, in long division, 75 is inside the division symbol, or the divisor is inside the, or dividend rather, is inside the division symbol. The divisor is outside the division symbol, and the quotient is at the top of the division symbol. And lastly, the numbers at the bottom of the long division or vertical division is what we call remainder. So to further understand, let's have an example. So we have divide 13,032 by 24. So the first step is to write the given in long division or vertical division. So we read it, we start with the numbers inside the division symbol. 13,032 divided by 24. Next step is take note of the 5 steps in division. So these are the steps that we are going to follow when we are dividing numbers, especially in vertical or long division. So first step is divide, second is multiply, third is subtract, fourth is bring down, and fifth is repeat steps until there is nothing left to bring down. So take note, when using long division, we work from left to right and with one digit at a time, since the divisor 24 and 1 and 13 cannot be divided by 24, we will take 130. So, to further understand, let us look at step 3. Perform the operation. So, for you to easily divide, you must list down the first 9 multiples of 24 so that it will be easy for you to divide. So, since 1 cannot be divided by 24 and 13 also cannot be divided by 24, we will proceed at the 3 digits. So, we have 130 divided by 24, so we have 5. So, first step is divide. 130 divided by 24, we have 5. Second step, multiply. So what is the digit that we are what are the numbers that we are going to multiply? So we have this, the quotient 5 times 24, we have 120. The next, subtract 130 minus 120, we have 10. And after subtracting, you are going to bring down the digit 3. So we will have 103. So 103, after bring down, we will proceed again with division, or we will repeat step number 1. 103 divided by 24, we have 4. And then second step, 4 times 24, we have 96. And then subtract 103 minus 96 is 7. And then next step is bring down 2, so we will have 72. And then repeat step 1, which is divide. 72 divided by 24 is 3. And then next step is multiply. 3 times 24 is 72. And next step is subtract. 72 minus 72 is 0. Since we do not have any more digits to bring down, we will now stop the division. So the final answer is 543. Therefore, 13,032 divided by 24 is equal to 543. Do you get it, class? Okay, so always remember these 5 steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and repeat steps until there is nothing left to bring down. Next, let's proceed with division with remainder. So division with remainder means that when you divide two numbers, there is an excess or remaining to the groups. So when we say remainder, it is the leftover when you divide into equal groups. Example, find the quotient of 1986 when divided by 15. So again, step 1, write the given in long or vertical division. So again, to read it, start first inside the division symbol. 1986 divided by 15. Second step, remember or take note the 5 steps in division. So if you already know the 5 steps in division, we can now proceed with dividing 1986 by 15. So since we cannot divide 1 by 15, we will now get the 2 digit, which is 19 divided by 15 is 1. After step 1, proceed with step 2. 1 times 15 is 15. After multiplying, proceed with subtracting. 19 minus 15 is 4. And then after subtraction, proceed with bring down. Bring down the next digit, 8. So we will now have 48. 48 divided by 15 is 3. Then 3 times 15 is 45. Then subtract 48 minus 45 is 3. Then bring down 6. 36 divided by 15 is 2. 2 times 15 is 30. 36 minus 30 is 6. Since there are no digits that we are going to bring down, we will now stop the division. So we have a remainder 6. So we don't have digits to bring down, and as you have noticed, we still have a remainder. There are 3 ways on how to write the remainder. So to further understand, let us proceed. So when we divide 1986 by 15, we have a remainder 6. So the first way on how to write the remainder is remainders can be written like this. Simply write the quotient 132, then remainder 6. The next way on how to write the remainder is through fraction. Remainders can be written in fraction form. where the remainder is the numerator and the divisor is the denominator of the fraction. So write the quotient 132 and the fraction will be 6 over 15. So since 6 over 15 has a common factor, we can simplify it. So 6 over 15 can be written as 2 over 5. So the quotient now is 132 and 6 over 15, or 132 and 2 over 5. Or the third one, we can write the remainders in decimal form, wherein you can change the fraction form to decimal form or continue dividing the given until the remainder will become 0 by adding zeros after the decimal point and bring it down. So example, this one. So we have a remainder 6 here. Since we do not have any digits to bring down, we can add 0 after the decimal point and bring it down. So the remainder 6 will become 60. 60 divided by 15 is 4. 4 times 15 is 60. 60 minus 60 is 0. Now we have a remainder 0. So again, the decimal point must be aligned. So the decimal point in the dividend must be aligned on the quotient. So that's why we have a quotient 132.4 or 132 and 4/10. Do you get it, class? Okay, very good. Now let us proceed with word problems involving division. So our problem is Cheryl is a retailer of chicha boots. SEIHS gave her retail price of 115 pesos per piece. If she pays 8,510 pesos, how many chicha boots did she buy? So again, in dealing with word problems, you must first have the as in the problem. So the as in the problem is the number of chicha boots Cheryl bought. And then next is the given 115 pesos and 8,510 pesos. The third one is the operation to be used is division. Next. Step 1, write 8,510 divided by 115 vertically. So this is like this one. Next step is 8,510 divided by 115. Since 85 is not divisible by 115, we will proceed with 851. 851 divided by 115, we have 7. 7 times 115, we have 805. 851 minus 805 is 46. Then bring down 0. 460 divided by 115 is 4. 4 times 115 is 460. 460 minus 460 is 0. Therefore, Cheryl bought 74 pieces of chicha boots. Since our quotient is 74, therefore, Cheryl bought 74 pieces of chicha boots. Since you already know how to divide and multiply, now let's proceed with your activity. So for your activity, for test A, write vertically, then perform the operation. Number 1, we have 17 times 24. Number 2, 238 times 34. Number 3, 4,484 divided by 19. And number 4, 12,015 divided by 42. For test B, you're going to read the statement carefully, then perform the indicated operation. Number 5, find the product of 24 and 228. Number 6, what is 36 times 578? Number 7, what is 7,383 divided by 23? And number 8, find the quotient of 8,128 when divided by 32. And for the last part of your activity, solve the following problem. Number 9, every end of the school year, the teacher prepares inventory of learning materials. Each book cost 96 pesos. The whole grade then lost 238 books. How much they will pay for the lost books? And for the last number, number 10, if 9,975 kilograms of palay is packed in 95 bags, how many kilograms of palay will each bag contain? And that's all. Thank you and goodbye. See you on the next volume of Rayong